4 years ago, I was in my military high school. I had my time to wake up, I had my uniform, I had my time to go to bed. I had everything planned, and I did this for many years. One day, after school, I was going through my Facebook, and I saw a picture of a friend of mine. She was on the coast of Brazil, and she shared this picture with the hashtag Carpe Diem. I didn't know what Carpe Diem meant at that time, so I did some research, and I found out that it means seize the day, live life. Carpe Diem. How annoying is Carpe Diem? How are you supposed to plan a life, a career, a family, if you're always carping the diem? If we all seized every moment of every day, there wouldn't be doctors or lawyers. Who would sit through med school or law school? Everybody would be just too busy living in the now, whatever that means. Since high school, I was that youth who, if asked, would have already planned the next 5 years of his life. Do you remember your school times? Were there times you would ask yourself these questions? I was too restless to know where or what I would be doing in the future. I had planned my job career, I have chosen the university in Brazil I wanted, I set up my goals. At some point, I asked myself if I was over-planning my life, or if my friends in high school simply did not care about their future at all. They wouldn't share with me their dreams and wishes, and rather make fun of it, and for me that was awkward. During puberty, did you question your body, or did you question your environment? But I had to leave this worry behind and keep on going with my journey. In my last year of my high school, regular military high school life, I saw my cousin getting ready for her first exchange program to New Zealand. I started to read more about the Australian continent, and then about Europe, and then I had this wish of going abroad. I had a hope that if I tell my mom I wanted to see the world, it could actually work out. So then in 2011, I told my mom I wanted to see the world, to check how it tastes, to check how it smells. Then she told me that, financially speaking, my parents could not afford any trip further than our neighboring state, which for Brazil is already too far away. But 5 months later, my mom approached me with a newspaper advertisement, which seemed to be an opportunity to go abroad. It was actually a nationwide competition to take 30 young people, 30 young Brazilians, who were really committed to volunteer work, community service, to go to the USA, and they would pay for everything. It was a slim, tiny chance, as 7,000 people were competing, but it's still a chance. So I tried, and I made it to the semifinals, but only to the semifinals. Any other person would have said, yeah, forget it. But I wanted it so badly that I decided to try it again. It took me another year, more tests and interviews to finally get it. How do you think it felt for me, a Brazilian, going to the USA? I was naive. I wanted the world. It was just an amazing time in which I could meet the former US Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton, and visit the White House. I went back to Brazil, and my horizons had massively expanded. I felt that for 1 month, I had actually seized every single day. The glimpse that I have got of the world made me crave for more. The more I went abroad, the easier it was for me to really dive into the people and cultures I visited. People around the world have just so much to say. I was fascinated with the diversity of dreams, wishes, opinions. But at the same time, I was frustrated to notice just how strong, from somebody's dreams, wishes, and opinions should be heard, it would always depend on who they are, where they're from, or how much effort they put in getting somebody to listen to them. I realized too many voices spend a lifetime unheard. I also remember my friends in high school who wouldn't share with me their dreams and wishes, and whenever I did, they wouldn't take me seriously. As babies, we're easy. One cry means you're hungry. Another, you're tired. Somehow we voice ourselves with those around us. It is only as we grow up that we become difficult. We start to hide our feelings, to put up walls. It gets to the point when we never really know how anyone thinks or feels. Without meaning to, we become masters of disguise. Have you ever looked into the eyes of the mask you wear daily? But I believed in myself, and what actually happened when I took off that mask is that I became vulnerable. And by this, I started to see life through a much more vivid perspective than before. From my high school friends to all of those people I met in my travels, I learned that it's not always easy to speak your mind out, but so essential to true happiness. How often do you speak your mind out? Has it ever made you feel bad? So I came back to Brazil, and I was thinking about all of these decisions and all of these experiences, and I felt that I should do something about it. I felt that I should empower people and support them in sharing their dreams and wishes with the world. So I started this new project called Read My Voice. I started this new photo campaign, creating powerful visual stories. The idea is quite simple. You get a piece of paper, and on this paper, you write a dream, a wish, or anything that comes to your mind which you think is worth sharing to the world. Something that you would like people to know, to read. You write it on a paper, you cover your mouth with that paper, you take a selfie, and upload it on the website. I felt that this could actually contribute to people in realizing their dreams and putting efforts in making them work. I planted a seed in my friends back in high school and saw that as an opportunity for them to go deep inside themselves and make these dreams come true. I realized that people needed it. I realized that I could support people making their dreams come true. Currently, we have more than 400 pictures from all continents, from all imaginable countries you can think of. We have received picture statements of people living in the Amazon region of Brazil talking about the water resources and how lucky they feel about it. But at the same time, people living in the sub-Saharan Africa talking about their challenges in getting water on a daily basis. People started to believe in the profound and transformative power of photo statements. We have received statements of Brazilian protesters calling international action for the country in times of profound and constant social reforms. People raising their opinions on climate change, women's rights, traffic. Can you imagine the impact, the inspiration from all of that? It is just a great celebration of diversity, of ideas, of voices. People were believing in photo statements to provoke, to question, to inspire action, to change their lives. And the more I see voices being heard, the more I am able to see everyday life as an opportunity to do something different, to live it to the fullest. So now I ask you, what is your message to the world? With Read My Voice, we hope that those connected to the pictures and platform learn that our planet is just amazing all around us and much more real, vital, interesting than what any of us can see through an electronic screen. Because these are personal statements, stories of life. We want people reconnecting with themselves in order to appreciate and respect each other. Plus, it's fun to see what's in every corner. It really is. So I have to admit one thing. The Romans had a point. You gotta carpe diem, live life. And living means that every morning when you wake up, you have a choice. A choice between closing the curtains and shutting out the bright light of the day, or seizing the richness life offers in every moment, going ahead, no matter the weather or how wild the waters. Thank you.